Hey guys, the Tomu Sunshine Coast Golf Centre. I've got Billy from Golf Physios Australia joining us today. He's going to help us understand a little bit more about how the body works. I've been personally trying to increase my club head speed using these sticks, and it'd be interesting to find out how the body actually supports this. So quickly, intro, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background on what led you to being here.
Yeah, definitely. No, thanks for introducing me, Tom. I appreciate it. And I guess my background, mate, enjoyed my golf ever since I was a young kid. Gradually worked up into doing a physio degree and just blending the two passions together, mate. So I guess, now a full-time job, which is pretty cool to believe. Yeah.
Nice. And what do you kind of play off? Do you
at the moment, 6 mates a handicap.
Nice, good solid golf.
Not bad golf, it should be a bit better, but the short game is probably my weakness. Yeah. So I need to do a bit more chipping and putting, I reckon.
There you go. Well, let's get cracking into the whole speed thing. So there is a program out there called Super Speed. So there's 4 sticks. When we've identified, what kind of skill level we're at, we'll then actually break it down into 3 sticks. So the ladies, the senior golfers, we start off with what we call the super light stick, and then we'll move our way all the way into the blue stick. For the young, fit, athletic, we're going to be going into these 3 sticks here. So the level 1 program is 36 swings, repeated 3 times a week for 6 weeks. The outcome that we're looking for is about a 5 to 10% increase in club head speed. So I won't go into the details of that, but I'm curious to find out, how do we actually, why does something like this work? There's I guess the first part that we get to do is we've got to swing left-handed. Yeah. So how does swinging left-handed, I'm a right-handed golfer, how does swinging left-handed help me increase speed?
Yeah, it's a good question as well, and I guess in swinging fast you need to be able to slow down as well. So it's like if you're driving a Ferrari without any brakes, you can only go so far, otherwise you need to put it in neutral to try and get you to slow down.
Interesting.
So I guess if you swing left-handed, you're going to be able to decelerate better. Yep. And also have a bit more confidence to then swing faster too.
Yeah, interesting. So that's definitely something that starting to realise. They talk about hips slowing down rather than how fast can I actually move these hips as well. So okay, that's cool. The weights, why do we start off with something really light and work our way into something heavier? How does that help me create speed?
Yeah, so part of the speed training is, I guess, getting the nervous system firing in a certain way. Yep. So if you swing something super heavy, your body's going to move slower. Yeah, whereas if you swing something really light, the body learns to go faster. Yeah, right. So it's like sprint trainers, they typically run downhill as part of their training to get the arms and the legs moving faster. Yeah. So similar with obviously super speed. And they've done a lot of research finding the exact weights that work. Yeah. I think it's roughly 10% lighter than a normal driver, maybe more than that. Yeah. So it's a great way to try and get the body firing.
Cool. 100%. So let's have a quick look at these. So just so you guys can see, so there's the super lights. You can even see there's weight taken away from there. And then the size of the weights actually change depending on which heaviness that we have. All right, so as part of the protocol, we swing right-handed. It makes sense now on why I start something light and then move heavier and heavier. Left-handed, like you mentioned, the decelerating element. Step drill. Can you demonstrate to us what the step drill does and why is this important for our golf swing?
For sure. So I see quite a lot of clients that really struggle with rotation, which can prevent you getting onto the trail side to start with. Yep. So the step drill really encourages that move of force and that move of pressure. Yep. And I guess the other way, coming back down, people will typically lack that vertical force of the lead leg.
Interesting.
So it encourages a big turn, a pressure shift, and then also through the ball encourages that ground force through the lead leg. So it's really important, and you'll see most long drive guys and girls, they have this sort of pattern where they're stepping side to side, trying to create that weight shifting going left and right, which allows them to get a bit more juice out of it.
Awesome. So what are the forces that we can develop as a player? You mentioned rotation before and vertical. Is there anything else that we can actually develop?
Yes, we're looking at all planes. We're looking at rotation, we're looking at vertical, and also looking at the rotational forces as well. So they're the key ones that we're trying to look at with speed. And when you're using the speed sticks, you're using all of those different planes.
Yeah.
The rotation, the push. So it all pieces together into a really easy to use product too.
Yeah. How good's that? There you go. There you go. Well, that definitely helps me understand, more about how the body, supports that. I guess the vision that I had in my head when you mentioned these sprinters, running downhill, was my legs will give away and and then fall over. What are some simple things that we can do at home that would support being able to move better and rotate better? What are some cool little drills and stretches and
Yeah, so I like easy ones, just using like your stick or your golf club at home. So I like just simple ones, trying to isolate the upper body for this drill.
Love it.
And just try and turn as far as you can.
Yep.
So you'll keep the knees flexed.
Yep.
If you're doing it incorrectly, the knee will start to straighten.
Okay.
And you're targeting more of the hips.
Interesting.
So an easy one is just a back rotation.
Yep.
Another one for the hips now.
Yep.
You'll keep the body in the torso square.
Yep.
And you'll try and rotate the hips now. So trying to get that separation.
Interesting.
They're easy ones I like. And for the shoulder, I like one with the elbow just in line with the shoulder joint. And rotating. And typically clients I see, desk-based workers or middle-aged, and they struggle a lot with the rotation. So the big centers of rotation I look at are shoulder, hip, upper back. So that just enables someone to swing it a bit easy with less resistance.
How good's that? How good's that? So it's something that we can get ourselves away from the office desk. Couple minutes. Broomsticks I found are really, really good. Just having the corner of the office there. There you go. So not only it supports our golf, it gives us an excuse to walk away from the computer for a little bit, and and day-to-day body stuff too. Any other tips and tricks that you would recommend?
I've got hundreds of stretches, thousands probably. They're probably the big areas I find are an issue, but even just throughout the day, like easy ones. So I like to talk about reversing the sitting posture quite a lot.
Okay.
So like you mentioned, throughout the day at the office, I like things like reaching up towards the ceiling, trying to arch the back. I like leaning into a doorway with your chest. They're really quick, easy ones. But if you stretch for 5 minutes a day, every day, it's going to be very beneficial.
Nice.
And doing a warm-up guide, and I can provide you with resources.
No way.
For a warm-up guide for that as well.
There you go. There you go. So if anybody that wants to reach out and hit Billy up, we'll flick you some pretty cool content.
Yeah, certainly.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thanks for having me.
No worries at all. Thank you, mate.